Trump's idea to ban all foreign Muslims from entering the U.S. reminds a Louisiana man of a sad time in history. After the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, the U.S. government imprisoned more than 100,000 people of Japanese descent in internment camps for years, a nationality of people singled out as potential threats.
This is a piece of land we bought 30 years ago.
This Baton Rouge strip mall is one of many of Walter Imahara's family's holdings.
We started building the garden center first, and we anchored it with all the different buildings.
The 78-year-old landscape artist runs a thriving business his late father started decades ago to rebuild a life stolen because of his ancestry.
My father was very bitter after the war for many years.
James Imahara and his wife Haruka were born in America. In 1941, they were enjoying life with their 7 children in Sacramento, California.
He's a farmer, grapes, strawberry, raising chicken, very successful. Then, like overnight, after Pearl Harbor, he lost everything. Yeah.
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, some military leaders saw the West Coast as a potential combat zone. The more than 100,000 people of Japanese descent who lived there became threats overnight.
No one knew what would happen among this concentrated population if Japanese forces should try to invade our shores.
President Roosevelt signed an executive order in February of 1942, forcing them into relocation camps. Walter Imahara was 5 years old.
You can only carry 2 duffel bags per person, which meant you can't take all your personal belongings.
The Imaharas and others were housed in a horse stable in Fresno for months. Their 8th child was born there as the government completed 10 camps in the country's interior.
All the camps were in desolate places, so they all had barbed wire.
This Arkansas camp would eventually be the Imahara family home for 3.5 years.
We had hospitals, we had schools, we had playgrounds, they played baseball.
Imahara knows the pain of being ostracized because of your race or religion. He watches the same sentiment unfold with Muslims in the news today.
When Donald Trump made that remark, us in the family didn't particularly like it because he singled it out as just Muslim. When in fact, you know, there's other, it wasn't whether it was American citizens or not.
James Imahara moved his family to New Orleans and then to St. Francisville after being released from camp. He later started his own business in Baton Rouge. He eventually had 9 children.
I said, America is the greatest place on earth. It has this much problem, but all the rest is great.
Walter Imahara bought land in St. Francisville 10 years ago and built a beautiful botanical garden where he honors his parents, his 8 siblings, and his heritage.
We're going to honor our mother and father, called Mom and Pop's Garden.
He remembers the pain of the past, but doesn't dwell on it.
We smile because we're grateful people of what happened. Okay, that's behind us.
Imahara says his family focused on education. 8 of the 9 children went to college. All 4 of the Imahara boys joined the military and fought for the country.